Hello there, welcome to episode 29 of the Savage Lands Season 2. So, I just recently checked out the visit of our giant from the last episode, and I realized that this guy is actually sitting in the trees. Often, or so I heard, these situations are situations where the giant in question, or the creature in question, well, sometimes they get bugged inside the trees, so in short, I'm not that worried about this giant in particular anymore. So we are going to send today more dwarves into war, because that's just what we keep doing. And we're also going to work harder on the deep mines here, because, we are making fine progress. Fine progress. And all in all, I think today we're going to see the first few tiles of glass laying down on the floor, because we want to ogle below. I want to see what's going on down there, and therefore we are going to do this as follows. Here goes a couple of green glass blocks. Thanks to the comment section keeping these or shoving these pieces of wisdom in my direction. I had no clue, but glass is transparent, and you know how it is with transparent things. You can see through them. It only gets better when you go for for clear glass, I think. I haven't tried that out yet. We could, though. But I was too lazy to make myself some pearl ash. So here we have just the same situation yet again. We have breached another water pocket safely. Wonderful. That's just what I like to see. And we keep gathering up so many super valuable gemstones while doing so. This really does make me very, very happy. So now we really have all the good stuff we could ask for. Diamonds, sapphires, these things will adorn our statues and or other things quite fancy. Okay, so there's not that much more we can do currently. We just have to wait for the mining personnel to do their job. Sadly, it does take a while for all these things to get done. That's mostly because of the insane depth of these things here. But at the same time, I don't want to argue or mutter. We're making fine progress here. Speaking about fine progress, I do plan to assault another goblin civilization today. Here we go. Let's keep smoothing these tiles so we can easily set up what we need. So here we can already see a pretty nasty large lava pocket. Damn, that's a shame. That means we need to work around here more carefully than I originally anticipated. Ah, well. It is as it is, I'd say. A vile force of darkness has arrived, seeking parley. Now that's interesting news. Let's see what they're made of. Now then, couple of crossbowmen, a lasher, a pikeman. All right. Let's see. We're definitely not gonna parlay with these. I'm just looking up how dangerous they actually are. It's just a matter of whether we're standing outside or inside, That's all. But judging the situation as I see it here, we're going to station our friends up on the roof and have a nice meet and greet with the goblin forces there. Let's see. I bet they come from the... Oh, they are no relationship dwarves, goblins. Alright. So sometimes these are... I hear reflect curses. There is always a civilization related to these attacks. But I feel as if it is like that only if only the historical persons of this civilization get to be illustrated here properly, and the rest is just procedurally generated people. Oh, so Domas, you are actually okay. So I don't know. Looks like it could get better after a while. Probably also it's probably also chronic. I don't know. We'll see about that. Look at our forces standing ready to greet the enemy. Here they go. Yo, sorry for that little hiccup. I had to answer a doorbell. So, let's see how that combat will go. I'm always somewhat afraid that there will ultimately come the point where my dwarves will actually fall victim to one of these, but doesn't look like that day is coming today. Good lord. So, it's certainly a good thing that we brought the majority of our forces, but here. So, Domas has definitely, well, a wound on the foot. Now, that's seriously all. And that's really, really all we have. We've had a fine victory here today. Nice. Okay, so back to topic. We had... Oh, we have a new mandate. Warhammers again. This guy loves his Warhammers. So, well... We're going to make these by now out of copper. Do we? Yeah, I do. Or do I have enough steel? It's always the question for me, do I really want to make some inferior weapon? I have 48 steel bars, so nah. We are going to make that. We're going to make the real deal, you know. By the end of the day, this might get wielded by a soldier, and it would be a shame to have a weak weapon only because I was stingy with my resources. I don't know. Doesn't feel right to me. So we got that lever here, which we can now flick whenever we want or need to seal off the trader's depot. That's just like that. A very simple, albeit very effective solution to the problem, in my opinion. So let's get back down to here. So, why is there a... Okay, I don't know what has happened there, but... So these pockets here certainly look like there might be magma somewhere in between there. So especially these here. This looks like a hot pocket to me. So we're going to go always as we are. Careful, careful. So we can't dig out that one here because we can see that this tile isn't dangerous. And then we'll see how things will go from here. We are already at the border of the magma sea. That means we are really inside the vein now, which is exactly what I was hoping for. So let's make sure that our glass block production doesn't stand still. So we're going to do some sand collection and some glass block production. Green glass blocks. There we go. Very simple, small-scale glass production that we got there, but this fortress is certainly not going to get famous for their glasswares. No, no. Okay. So the miners have to take the long haul down to the deepest mine, but well, it is as it is, eh? So let's make sure that we see more down there. And let's see, how many glass blocks do I have? 10 right now. That's good. I'd take as many of them as I can, but you know, there's of course a limit in our production speed, as usual. Okay, but I'd say this is already a really, really good venue. We're digging out the most valuable gemstones, and therefore we're doing great. So the bucket crisis is not over yet. I see that there is a cancellation of water-giving jobs due to the lack of buckets. Curses upon this lack of buckets, I tell you. This is one recurring theme of Shin Mistem. So, well, let's see. I did do some sick deforestation down here. Oh boy, there's a rudder there. We need to take care of that beast. So I always keep forgetting which squad is stationed where. So the Inky Howls can take care of that guy. I don't want to have a accidental death because a animal got agitated by the wood cutting here anyway. In any way, so I just saw another one scuttling around here. So let's just make sure that these creatures don't get in the way of our mining personnel. You know, that's just not necessary. Okay, or in this scenario, or wood-cutting personnel. So we got to make sure that we got more buckets, didn't I? Alright, there's just not enough wood to go around here in the fortress. I see that already. So I just want to make sure that none of my dwarves die a silly death due to dehydration. So there's another swarm of rutherers down here. Let's make sure that they won't bother my my people here either. There we go. Easy like that. And by now I bet that the giant is still hanging around in the treetops. We're going to check after him in a sec. But I'm pretty positive that I'm correct about that. So I'm trying to find the trees that we don't need to go too far away from a fortress for, you know. They keep constantly growing here in the vicinity, so I try to take the ones that are easy pickings. Alrighty. So this is no longer easy pickings territory, but what can we do? So another animal has starved to death. I tried to do my job here correctly. Let's see. A lot of critters are here. All right. So we need to take care of these critters here somehow. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of those agitated beasts here. The thing is, we cannot put these agitated birds into the beast pit because I'm too afraid that the agitated burps will just fly out of the beast pit, you know. Therefore, we're going to take care of these. These three here, though, they will remain in my collection because they are just that evil, you know. They are the evilest of the evil, and therefore I want to keep them. Oh, I can't see which... oh god, the name of the squadron's standing here. I'm such a little numbnut sometimes, but that's okay. Earrings! Alright, so we're going to make the usual rock earring here. My personal favorite. So we had some combat with Rutherers. So we'll come back as soon as all these jobs have been dealt with, let's say. Now let's check out how things are here. So here is we have a opening here, but I'm somewhat concerned about the safety of that job. You know, there's just that much magma right around the corner there. You know, it's just one step away from us there, and therefore I'm a little bit more worried about this. So we're going to do the whole sand collection shtick one more time. I want more glass blocks, you know, as many of them as possible, to be correct. So, oh, we already had one obsidian pillar here, so we can dig a fortification there now. Okay, so I promised you some checking up on the giant, and yeah, just like I thought, the giant's still sitting in the same treetop, so we are going to take war back to the Dark Goblin Pits of Thornwraith. So our job is going to be, again, raising down that place. And I'm going to resign Domas from his seat here. Because I feel like this guy had some permanent injury. And therefore I want to be sure that we don't have poor guy that's actually no longer capable of fighting in the squad. So we're just going to pick up a number 10 when they're back. Alright, let's do this like that. So, I feel as if we have breached the last few safe corners of this thing here. There seems to be not that much left on this floor, but that's okay, you know? We're getting there. Alright, so we're going to do this as follows. This seems to be a safe spot. If I free a demon by that, so be it. But we're going to channel into that pod here. Alright. And the armies of Shin Mistim are marching. I'm liking that. So it'll take a moment until our full squadrons will be on the move again. But it'll happen. It'll happen. Alright, so here we have now lots and lots of warm tiles around. So we could technically wall off this joint and start draining the magma out of these premises. We could, yeah, but I actually don't wanna. Not yet, that is. You know, this layer here is just all gemstones. You know, basically it's just a load of valuable gemstones, primarily. Which is all in its own right, nothing bad. I don't want to make it sound wrong here, but you know, we're after adamantine. We want to win the war with the help of adamantine gear. So we need a little bit more than that, you know. Alrighty, so I'm now plotting down more glass floor here to make sure that you know, the thing is, I need to know where these magma pockets end. This is the actually interesting question. Where does the magma end? You know, because we got to be sure that we don't accidentally flood our new layer there with fresh magma. Alright, so we're going to do a bit of a channeling project here, and we uncovered a treasure. So, a rectangular flashing metal shield. Awesome. So we're going to build us a staircase here. I'm not mining, sorry. Constructing, of course. No, not the automatic selection. I want to choose myself what kind of staircase you fools are building. Thank you. Before I know it, they're going to use the valuable glass blocks again. I've been there, done that, you know. So let's check it out. We're leaving the pillar here when we're carving into that direction. We're no longer in the pillar, so that's quite good. So this will bring us ahead, I hope. So we do at least have a, well, sort of an idea where we could go next. Although I gotta say, it ain't looking that good, all in all. But let's see what the new blocks that we're laying down will uncover. Yep. There's now two ways how we can do this. We can now either pump out the magma or let it dry, you know. So, if we want to pump it out, well, we'd need to do quite the commotion there. Especially since I don't have the parts yet for making something like that happen, but we'll see about that. So, it looks like, yeah, so the attack on Thornwraith should happen any moment. Let's just hope it's going to be better than the last attack that I whipped out there. So our steel making progress is being noped out because of a lack of flux stone, just like I realized. So it's time to get back into the dolomite layer and... Alright. Beware its hunger for warm blood. I've never heard that one before. Okay, let's see where that monster's hanging out. So, 104, yeah. Yeah. You can chill out there. I don't care. 104 is the flooded depths, you know. That's basically the ground level of Kevin's tier 1. Oh, this must be the gear of the guy that I unemployed. For whatever reason it lies now locked on the ground. Alright, so this is looking almost like a good direction. I say almost because we don't know what's there. So let's change this. Alright. Sadly, I don't know what's below these, so... Damn. This is, we just need more glass blocks, obviously. Speaking about which... Let's make sure... these are being made, but it's looking good here. At the same time, it's not looking that good for my wood stockpiles. Whatever I do, whatever I attempt, they end up drain empty. Ah, well. This is just very, very bothersome to me, because we keep chopping up so many trees down there, and by the end of the day, there's still nothing left to work with. Well, we gotta cut deeper, we gotta cut more greedy. Hopefully we're not getting ambushed by any deep dwellers here. Okay, and we have, as it seems, everybody returned. We have a 100% returning ratio and another forgotten beast. Hell yeah. So we're going to assign a new peasant into the squad, you know. Now let's check out where the poisonous gas monster is roaming around. Minus 109. That is actually our ballpark. Damn. So, well, this is doubly cursed, because that means we have to give up on the outer layers of the caverns one more time. Ah, well. It is as it is, I'd say. So, I hope that nobody is out here right now. So, it is about time to activate the Hoover one more time, you know. So, we're going to free our monster to take care of the other monster. And then we lock up the surviving monster. Business as usual here in Shin Mistum. Wow, there's a lot of gore down here already. Damn. So I wonder when somebody will be feeling like opening up that door, but I'm going to pull that lever nevertheless. We locked up the entrance to this, and therefore I'm okay with that. So let's see how things are going downstairs. Is that water, actually? Alright, so this is probably one of the first pieces of good news here. So if that's water and that's magma, well... Problem is, if I smack open that thing now... for one, they're somehow not completing the construction here. Ah, you know what? We're just going to do this as follows here. We're just going to do this. Probably not. So this is, in my opinion, maybe the most annoying part of this whole sequence here, because, you know, I cannot go for a safe opening of anything here. So, yeah, well, I'll do what I actually didn't want it to do. So, we have a new artifact in the making. Beautiful. Alright, so... Oh gosh. What are you lacking again? Stacked cloth, stacked leather, quarry, rough gems, forest. Alright, it's actually quite easy. We are just supposed to fetch up some more wood for the poor fella. Oof, I'm relieved, you know. I was already picturing the worst again. So probably he'll wheeze off to grab the stuff. The moment one of those trees falls. Yep, just like I thought. Brilliant. Okay, so that's a piece of good news. The most difficult part is always to breach into the next layer without screwing yourself up massively. So my next idea is that I do realize one thing. We don't have enough carved out on this level. So I want to free up more space on this level here because it just doesn't work out as intended. So in the meantime, we are going to go for more glass blocks here. So let's see. In the meantime, let's check out the battle report. So, if I remember correctly, yeah, that was Thornwraith. So, the report of Thornwraith seems to be a complete victory here. So, yeah, we just, we took down another goblin's nest. So, we also captured another 14 beak dogs. Jeez. Alright, well, we got ourselves a nice army of these by now. Don't know how and when this might turn into a problem, but until then, you know, we can and will utilize these sooner or later. So, let's see, did it work out? He's working secretly. Awesome. Alrighty, so let's check. That one went out as intended as well. And there is yet another Forgotten Beast brawl out. And let's see, Zuglar Eatership has lost. Was that the newcomer? I bet it was the newcomer. So let's see. Kulorsimo, yeah. Kulorsimo took another victim. He didn't even take a scratch. That's what's really, really scaring me about that. This creature already has killed several Forgotten Beasts. It's the third. And, you know, the freezing extract that creature uses seems to be really, really hard to deal with. That's one thing I do realize. So we are going to reload the trap, you know. It's not the first time that we're doing this. So we're going to close this trap one more time, and we're going to reload it with creatures one more time. The usual. The usual. Alright, the next thing we require is a door out of magma-safe material. So, let's see. Can we sort here? Current filter. Can we, well, let's see. Is andesite actually magma safe? It's not. Damn. So I have no clue if this will work or not. We'll try it out. Worst case scenario, I'll have to take care and fetch myself new doors. We'll see how about that. So... Alrighty. Fresh flooring is being done. I don't know what this is. This doesn't look like a harmless thing. Yeah, here we put up the wrong pieces of floor. Let's rip them out right away. So, we created another mitten. So, I gotta admit, these guys here are really good at creating massively useless artifacts. I gotta say, this is one impressive feature of this fortress. Alrighty, so let's get back to that. The Forgotten Beast thingy can be filled again. Good thing that we got ourselves some tasty, tasty crundles. Or bad. Speaking about tasty crundles, I just remembered that I had this crazy amount of agitated burbs there. So, fascinatingly enough, they didn't cause any deaths or anything so far. Huh. I didn't expect that, to be honest. But the more you know. Alright, that's been the agitated grackles. And that's been also pretty much the episode for today. My good friends, we're making really, really good progress. We're going to go... Oh, wait a sec, that was the wrong lever. We're going to go in the next episode ever deeper. I really hope that we're going to be able to manage to open up that thing there. And beyond that, well, let's see what'll happen in between. I'm really, really looking forward. I mean, we're so far taking down one goblin nest per episode. So a few more episodes and we have actually brought down the majority of the goblin nests here in the vicinity. Which is, in my opinion, already a pretty good feat, isn't it? So everybody, I thank you for watching. We're going to continue, like I said, in the next one. I hope you are having a great time until then. And yeah, leave me a comment down below, you know the drill. Leave a thumbs up to make it more visible. And of course, consider subscribing. It would be amazing if you did so. I got nothing more to say except for enjoy the day, have a wonderful one, and see you next time. Bye-bye.